Hello and welcome to my garden and the dinosaurs who live there. Well, I've run out into the garden to get a couple of hours in before we have another storm. I don't think this one's got a name, but certainly we're going to have 40 to 45 mile an hour winds from about 1 o'clock this afternoon, right the way through the day and into the early hours of tomorrow morning. Yuck. So, I've come out and I thought, what can I do? Well, there's a list as long as your arm, but what I thought I should do is maybe get some root veg harvested, because the ground's soft at the moment, and you know, when the ground gets frozen, of course you can't get your carrots and parsnips and things harvested, and I don't want to risk. What I generally do is harvest my veg for my Christmas dinner on Christmas morning, but I don't want to risk it just in case I can't get them out the ground. So I'm going to harvest them now, and then I'll prepare them and freeze them so that I can use them for my Christmas dinner and other dinners. So I'm going to do some harvesting. I've got some dahlias I need to sort out. What else do I need to do? Well, I've got some bulbs that I've still not put in. I think I've got some daffodils and some tulips that I need to get into the ground or into pots or whatever. So yeah, a few bits and pieces like that. Things that I can get done in fairly short order, just in case the weather caves in earlier than anticipated. So join me while I do these tasks, and hopefully I'll have a few things ticked off my to-do list. So in this pot I have some of the dahlia tubers that I dug up a few weeks ago. After I dug them up, I took as much soil as I could off them, put them in the chicken run just to dry off a bit, then put them in this box with some vermiculite, and I just want to check them now because I'd had a little feel and I think some of the tubers are a little bit soggy. I'm not entirely sure whether keeping them in a plastic box is the right idea. And I do have a cardboard box that I can potentially move them into, but I just want to check the status of them at the moment. Right. So there's definitely some soft bits in this one. So I'm going to take off all the squishy tubers, because all that will happen is they will get the rest of the dahlia to be squishy as well. I think that one's done. Right, let's just have a little feel. A couple of the smaller ones feel a little bit squishy. That one does as well. Need a something to cut this off. This isn't very mushy, but I think it's maybe going that way, so let's just do that. So right, we'll give that the benefit of the doubt. Just chop these stems a little bit closer to the tuber. This one feels great. I'm just going to have a revisit of this one now. Just give it a little brush. I've never tried the vermiculite route before, I've actually got a new quite large bag of vermiculite, so what I'm going to do is just put fresh stuff in, because this stuff is obviously a little bit damp. So I'll put the remaining dahlias in a cardboard box in fresh vermiculite and see if I can actually get them to survive the winter, which is never something I'm very good at, truth be known. But I've heard people say that the vermiculite approach is quite good. So we shall try. These are tulips called Wedding Gift. So I think it's a smallish tulip. I have two packs, actually I have 3 packs. I wonder if I'll get them all in here actually and really ram this with lots of lovely tulips. So I'm just pouring them out. Now I will start arranging them. As long as they're not touching, you're fine, even if you do want to have quite a lot in the pot. And these are all, I'm having a little feel off them as I'm planting them, just to make sure they're not squishy. And they all feel great. Just do this and that should be fine. So now we'll get them covered with some more of this vermiculite and compost. And hopefully they'll give us a good display. And the good thing about putting things in a pot is that you can move them around. To wherever you want the colour. It's sometimes hard at this time of year to work that out. So we'll see when all the other colour appears in the garden what is lacking. Maybe even out in front of the house, because there's not much in the way of spring colour there. In this one I'm going to put, I've got a bag of double mixed daffodils. So let's pop these in. Right. Right, I could do with a little bit more compost in this one, but I've got a new bag, so I'll just open that up. And I've actually got enough bulbs to fill another pot, so I will do that too. Okay. So these are Dutch Master, the variety. So I'll get those in. I might even get the remainder of these double mixed. I think there's only 2. Oh, there's 3. So let's just pop them in as well, eh? And that'll be super. So, here. Right, I'm glad I've got those in. That's the last of my bulbs. I was a bit worried that they were sitting languishing in the shed there. I know it's December and pretty much halfway through December, but yeah, it's good to get them in at last. And they should be fine. I'm going to pop them over another part of the garden, and they can grow on. Well, they can sit there over the the coldest spells and spring to life in the spring. I've still got some carrots in pots, and some of them aren't looking great, like this pot here. So I'm just going to harvest this because there's nothing really growing on the top anymore. So let's see if there's actually anything in there to have. These ones are okay. I might have a poke about in that one. But let's get that first one harvested first of all. Thank you. Right, can I still read the label? It is called Romance F1 and they went in on the 19th of April, so I guess they should be ready. But I don't know what we're going to see here. Quite a lot in here. I don't think I did any thinning. So straight away I can see that it's a small but perfectly formed carrot. So it's a little rinky dinky one. Whether they're meant to be quite that small is another matter, but that's fine. Oh, slightly bigger. Although a funky twist thing happening here. So let's quickly just, the tops are just breaking off now. Get these out. Certainly enough of them. And these look like they would be quite nice for roasting. Oh, not that one though. Wee tiny. Yeah, the tops have just melted away. Yeah, some of them are rather small. Oh, here we go. Now this is probably a bit better. That's nice size. I mean, it's not a huge pot. It's actually one of these flower pots that are used for cut flowers in supermarkets. Now that I am happy with. Well, I'm not unhappy with the others, to be fair. So there's another nice one. So I think I've just got too many in the pot, truth be known. Oh gosh, they're coming out in bundles now. There. Nice. Yeah. Give me something to work with in the kitchen. Yeah, I was just a bit too over enthusiastic with the numbers. I should have probably thinned them. But yeah, these are a bit little. I think that's me. Not bad for a little pot. So you can see what we have here, I think. That's a nice size. Couple of nice sized ones. And the others are small, but absolutely edible. So cool. That's a nice little harvest. Okay, this is Cascade F1. Now I think these are little ones. Little dumpies, but let's have a look. That's actually quite nice. When did they go in? 16th of June. So maybe they'll probably last okay out here, but I might just get these in as well. Because I don't know whether they're going to do much in the way of growing. I don't know, maybe let's leave half. Let's leave half. The wild birds go mad for suet balls at this time of year over everything else. Well, suet balls and peanuts. So I need to make sure I keep this topped up for them. Did you get a fright with this, Edith? Sorry. Now, I was planning on leaving these parsnips till Christmas Day, or maybe even Christmas Eve, but you just don't know if the ground's going to be frozen. So I think I'll just harvest them now, because as you can see there's not really much in the way of tops. So let's just get these harvested. If I can. With no tops, it's sort of hard to get them out. Oh, jeez. There. There we go. That's a nice start. That was better. You've got to push it down to make sure that you get them. So these are not bad sizes at the moment. I think maybe I see a bigger one over here. Oh, yes, and of course I can't get it out. I'm just trying not to tip out this pot. There we go. That's very nice. Very happy with that. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, there's two here. There's a little one. Let's get that first, maybe. There we go. And a bigger one. Actually, this might be the littler one. There. So I'm not going to have them fresh. I'm going to freeze these today, so freeze on day of harvest, and then I can use them from the freezer for meals such as with my Christmas dinner. And definitely pushing them down before you pull them up is definitely the way to go. It makes it much easier, and it does help if they've got a bit of top on them. There we go. So these are white gem. Second year that I've grown these. And the tops didn't last so long this time. I think probably just because of rubbish weather, but they're still an okay size. Oh, except for that little one, look. A little baby. Is that me down to last one, maybe? There. Let's just check. Oh no, there you go, because the tops have all gone. You need to root around. Is that me now? Did I feel one there? No. Right, so let's have a wee look. Not a bad haul. That's not the first haul. I've already harvested a couple of times out of this pot. It's a 60 litre pot. So I am very happy with these. And these should be nice and sweet because we've had a few frosts. So, yeah. Excellent. Now, this bed is another strawberry bed that needs a bit of tidying. I don't think I'm going to have time to do that today because the weather's meant to close in and give us 45-mile-an-hour winds from about 1 o'clock right the way through till 1 o'clock tomorrow morning. So, but what I am going to do is, I know that there certainly used to be some beetroot in here. And I don't think I harvested it. So I'm just going to have a root around to see if I can find any beetroot remaining in this bed. Ah, there we go. Lovely jubbly. Any more? So as you can see, the tops have well died back. Some of these are a bit little. So I actually put them in little bunches, or multi-sown is the term, I suppose. So some of them are too small, but some of them are nice. Put them in my basket. Ah, that one's been eaten a little bit, but it should be okay. A couple of small ones there. A couple of small ones there. Now, did I have any more in? Let's have a look. Oh, there's one round here, but it's just too small. Here. There's lots of baby strawberries in here. So it's all a bit of a fankle. No, I think that's me. But that's okay. Lots of nice root veg. Yum scrum bum. Let's give them a good clean. Now, I don't know whether there's going to be anything usable in here. There's more beetroot. Oh yes. That's okay. Little one. But they're all looking a bit... Oh. There we are. So, small, but okay. And again, they were multi-sown, so they were never going to be huge. So, some of these I can roast whole. Some of these are a bit little. I'll pop those into the compost. Right. So, a little bunch of beets. I'm sad to say that the cauliflower here, Mystique, is all but gone. Has not enjoyed the weather. There's one there hanging on in, but I doubt it will last. And I thought these were actually meant to cope overwintering, but no. And then these cabbage duchy are sort of hanging on in there as well. They did get nibbled, and I tried to put some slug defences in. They may carry on. We'll see. but they're not exactly looking vital and ready to cope with the rest of the winter. Well, I'm pleased I got that done, and I'm very pleased with my little harvest today. Yeah, so I think I'll call a halt now while the going is good. Starting to get a little bit breezy. I'll get these veg down, give them a good clean on the outside tap, and then I can take them in and prep them for the freezer. Thanks so much for joining me in this video. I'd love to hear if you're getting any harvest at this point. I'm sure you are. Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, I'll call a halt for now. But if you have enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And I'd really appreciate it if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, if you would consider subscribing by clicking that subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything, and it means that you get kept up to date with the videos that I post. And if you click that alarm bell, it will alert you every time I post a video. Please give me a thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you again very, very soon. Bye bye for now.